Perfect. Everyone will mute ourselves and we'll dive right in.
Hello, everyone. Happy July. I know we're a little bit later than normal. Thanks for giving us it was my birthday on the 1st, so we just took that day off and ended up rescheduling. So thanks for being here on a Sunday. I almost said Monday. But we're here and we are so excited to get I know Summit, we've all been talking about like the things after Summit and the Summit recap, but we're excited to kind of go over all of the big announcements again and then kind of give you a few tips at the end for how we can build momentum off of what's come from these announcements and just some tangible things we can start implementing right now in our business to help build that momentum. Because this is like a 6-month plan, I feel like, in my brain based on what's been announced. So it gives us time to really think about how we can plant the seeds now and build momentum as we come to the end of the third quarter and end of the year too. So that's what we're kind of talking about today. But first, we'll kick off with some recognition.
Yay! So we kicked off June. I don't know about you guys, but I feel like I blinked and June was over. It was so fast. So great job. We had some people on the board. I had 10, Kinsey had 9, Anna had 4, Stacy had 4, Liz had 2, Margot had 2, and Victoria had 1. So great job, guys. Way to get out there and change your lives. And I think what this board doesn't always represent is any product sold, any sales sold. They don't always add up to points that show when a success club breakdown, but I think it's important just to celebrate any life change, anything in their hands that can help their lives be better, whether it's fitness, nutrition, supplement, whatever it is. So I just want to encourage you or cheer you guys on and just say proud of you for helping people and meeting them where they're at, even if it doesn't represent on this board.
Okay, so just a brief overview of what we're going to kind of talk about tonight. Obviously, we have our Summit announcements. I'm going to pause on those for a second, but you can see kind of what we're going to go over. And then I want to talk about a few other announcements that I don't have slides for. But Feel Good Summer Sale, $40 off total is extended. So it's $20 off the total solution pack. Plus, we have the additional $20 promo code you can give people. So all in all, it's $40 off. You don't have to give them that $20 promo code, though. You can still just give them that $20 off that every total solution pack is for the month. I don't know if they're going to extend it for all summer, but they've extended it again. So that's awesome. The Sure Thing Super Blocks available. And then I just want to share that we've been doing an Emerald Again push pod. It's just a messenger pod that Anna came up with for us because she's like, I really want to get back into making myself Emerald again, adding more team members. And so she put that pod together. So if that's something you're interested in joining, she just posted about it briefly. But again, if you're on like our bigger upline team, like our BOD collab crew, that if you want to be in on that group, you're more than welcome. So just message McKenna and and we're happy to put you in there. It's just all of us kind of collaborating and sharing best practices and, trying to push each other to recruit. It's a lot of recruiting stuff. So if you want to be in that, please, by all means, reach out to us. We're happy to add you. And then I wanted to host a body partner webinar, like what is coaching called, basically, on July 22nd. That's a Monday. Time to be determined. We can kind of discuss what works best for everybody, but I just would love to give an opportunity for us to be inviting to the coach opportunity this month and have something to invite people to. So I'll post more information on that when it gets, as the next week goes on. I'll have some more details and Zoom link and all that stuff. So those are the other announcements. So we'll just dive into the Summit stuff now.
Yay! And I wanted to just on the Emerald Again, like what I love about the thought of Emerald Again is like, let's not make this huge task, this huge goal, like just focus on adding 2 people. Then you add 2, let's add 2 more. It's just more of a bite-sized tangible thing. And then really getting 2 partners signed up and then working with them to help them start their business, right? And then repeat. So that's the thought on that. Also, before I dive into Body Lava, anybody who is at Summit, if you can type in the comments, and share like what your takeaway was, one of your takeaways from Summit. Quick type up for me. And I think Karen, maybe you might be unmuted. Not sure. Okay, so Body Lava. So let's dive into this. This is a program that I'm excited for, like especially seeing people like Kinsey that were like, meh, not for me, and then doing the sample and she was excited about it. I think it's something good that people think might not be a good fit for them, but it's such a perfect summer program. It's available now. There is a coach test group pod that you can join. Elise also has a Facebook group, and it is a standalone. So this is kind of as they're drawing out, where when you buy access to Body Lava, it's just not early access, it's lifetime access. So what that means is if they don't keep up their membership, if they don't continue having all the library, they will still be able to log into on demand and have that there forever. So it's kind of like back in the day, we used to have the DVDs and you owned it forever. It's like that, but it's digital. So the little bit of a program overview, it is, she's a little click happy there. It's 6 weeks long, 30 workouts with 10 different formats, 5 workouts a week. It's 20 minutes, guys, and it's no equipment. I think that's one of the biggest things that is going to appeal to people. It's a perfect summer program. It has all sorts of different things, pre-week workouts. It's got bonus workouts. And again, it is the perfect, I'm busy, I don't have time, I'm on the go, no excuses, because right now is chaos and people are camping, they're traveling, they're busy, their kids are going in 5 million directions. This is a perfect program because you're going to get amazing results in quick, efficient workouts. And what I love too is like 6 weeks, I feel like is a perfect length. It's not too long where you're going to lose people, but it's more than 3 weeks. So it's really good. Like, let's get you dived in and it's going to get you through the rest of summer.
And not to pump lava anymore, but McKenna's right. Like this was something I had kind of written off because I'm not, Elise isn't my super trainer, but I just have to say I finished the pre-burn week and I cannot believe how challenging it was, but also how empowered I felt to continue on because it's not the workout I would generally go towards, but it's also what reminds me of how I started my journey with Beachbody. I started with PiYo, which was a program that was completely out of my wheelhouse, and I got some of the best results I ever had with that program. And I've, we all are fit, and we all work out, and we all are healthy, but to change it up is so important. And I think that's something we can continue to remind our customer base about. Like if there are longtime lifer customers who've maybe been doing Let's Get Up for 2 years, because I literally have people doing that, like encourage them, do this program, try something new. And I've just been really trying to speak to people who are really fit and also who have never worked out before, because this program is literally for both of those groups of people. So I can't say enough good things, and I can't believe I'm saying all these good things because it's just, like I said, surprised me how much I enjoy it and how challenging it is. But okay, that's my soapbox about that. McKenna touched on this about the digital purchase for programs. So this is really cool. And they announced this a few months ago, but I want to drive home this point because I've been selling a lot of single digital purchases for Lava because some people have just been so intimidated by the big platform of programs. And we actually had Tiffany from corporate meet with us at Summit before we got started. She kind of just did a little kickoff meeting with us who were there, and that was really cool. But one of the things she mentioned is sometimes you have so many options, you just feel overwhelmed and you just like, I can't. You put this wall up, you're like, it's too much. If we can focus on getting people started with just one program, that's still a sale. Whether they're getting a total solution pack or not, get a new customer started with one program. Yes, it doesn't come with the nutrition, and yes, it doesn't, they don't get Shakeology, and yes, that's the best option. We know that's the best odds for results, but just get them started with this. It's still $60. That's still commission. That's still volume that goes towards your bank for Success Club points every month. So let's stop being so attached to like they have to purchase a total solution pack. They can still just get a single program. And I'm going to start with the total solution pack, but now you have something to give them when a price objection comes up, or an objection about, not wanting whatever they don't want about the entire body library. So it's just really cool. I listed what's currently available for purchase, single purchase, and then what's coming up in August. There's also some releases in September and throughout the year. Each month there's different programs that are getting released to be digital purchase only. So very cool. Promote those because it's a really cool thing for our customers to be able to purchase.
Especially the people like Kenzie was talking about that do the same program again and again and again. Like, if that program is your jam and that's truly all you do, like, then own the program and have that. I have someone who Her husband really wanted to try the Peloton membership because they have the bike. And she's like, but my husband loves Lift 4. And so he was really sad. I'm like, okay, then just purchase Lift 4 and you can have that no matter what while you're trying this other platform. So I think there's a lot of ways to appeal to that, which is kind of cool. Just another option to have for your customers. So they also announced the 0 grams of added sugar Shakeology. This is huge. I think this is something that, people have been wanting. People are really focused on sugar. And even though Shakeology's count was low, they're listening, they're sharing, and they're adapting. So we have the 30 serving bag as a standalone for like just purchase or part of your bundle. And then what I love about it too is like the packaging does look different. So I think that helps it not be confusing with that option. And they also have the 20 serving bag for part of the essentials collection that you can also do. So like the Shake and Hustle, the smaller, they have that with this as well. So they're rolling that all out. And there is a 0 gram sugar sampler that is available, but it's a one-time purchase and includes 1 packet of the chocolate whey, 2 packets of the chocolate vegan, and 2 packets of the vanilla vegan. So that is just another thing to offer people if they're added sugar conscious. I have someone who like does not have any added sugar. And so I reached out to her and was like, hey, we have this, so I can offer this sampler to her to get that in her hands for her to try.
Yes, I love that that's in the sampler. I ordered a bag, and then I ordered a 24 single serving packets because I want to promote on my social media that I have free samples that I'll send people. So anyway, that's just another tidbit. If you want to purchase the single packets, you can send them to people or get them to purchase the samplers. Great too. Oh, I think I was gonna, obviously I forgot to put this slide in. So McKenna kind of touched on this, like tapping into your customer base, like who are you going to share this with? Obviously we want all of our customers to know about it. So you can send an email or a private message. You can email your customers from your Coach online office. If you don't know how to do that, reach out. I'm happy to show you, but you could just send a quick email. It doesn't have to be fancy. You can send just an email. It's like, hey, did you know we just came out with 0 added sugar Shakeology? This is huge. Do you want to try the sample pack? Send me a message and I'll send you the link. Just keep it simple. Any customer you have that has Shakeology already, send them that message because maybe they want to switch up their flavor. Whatever it is, like get the word out because people don't know. And then you can also share on your stories. You can share the product link as you go in your Coach office, and you can attach your Coach ID to it, and then literally just copy and paste that link into your story so people can just click on your link and go and purchase without even having to talk to you, which some people prefer. So you can do that. You can also share in your bod groups. I just did this the other day. I'm like, I always forget to share in my bod group about new products and new launches to my people who already subscribe to Beachbody, who already love the platform and the products. So make sure, you're sharing it there too. Maybe do a ring the bell, who purchased Shakeology, who ordered some for yourself, make it exciting. And then, like I said, share the free samples.
Kinsey, do you know, Karen was asking, do you know where in ShareAcart the sampler is?
I haven't looked in ShareAcart. I've only looked on the Coach links that I've saved to my phone, but I would assume it's just under Shakeology. And then if you click on 0 added sugar, I bet it's maybe one of the drop down menu options after you click on the product. Like if you go to the 0 added sugar and whatever flavor you want and click, usually the drop down menu gives you, do you want the 30 serving bag? Do you want the 24 packets, or do you want the sample? So I bet it's in there, or maybe it's all on its own, but I bet it's just under the Shakeology tab in ShareAcart somewhere.
Okay, perfect. If not, there's like a search. You might be able to search it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this one. Praise Jesus. I've been waiting for this day for years. Peppermint Mocha Shakeology is back. It is still a seasonal flavor, but I will freaking take it. Available October 1st. Happy anniversary to me and John. My favorite flavors here. Thanks, Carl, my bestie. So it's still not a bag. It's only the 14 packet serving box. And it's not available for TSP because it's that seasonal flavor. It's a standalone. It's not in a sample. It's just get it while supplies last. Get the box. Don't buy them all. I'm gonna buy them all. It's fine. But this is one of my favorites just because I think it's the perfect shake with water and go. And so I love to do it just for that busy. Also, I have a creamy um thing at home, and I feel like this is gonna make a bomb little creamy ice cream dessert.
Ooh,
So
good idea. I forgot.
just saying.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yum. I love it too. All right. Probably the biggest announcement to come out of Summit, I think, or the most hyped one, I think the thing people were most excited about was the launch of this hormone health program from Autumn. So I'm gonna play the video really quick. Hopefully it's not glitchy, but it's just a quick video and you can hear more about her story and how this program came to be. I'm excited to watch it again. They shared this at Summit, but here we go.
I don't feel the way that I know I'm supposed to feel. Just feeling like I'm fighting against my own body. A lot of irritability where people around me notice that I'm different. I have disrupted sleep all the time. I have constant brain fog, but I also get hot flashes from time to time. Everything that was working for me, they no longer work. I had signed up for the hormone health certification because I'm watching social media and I'm watching our community and I'm watching so many women struggle with so many different issues that are related to hormones. But what's ironic is that probably 3 weeks into when the actual classes started, my whole system went out of whack. I'm so frustrated. I don't know what is going on with my body anymore. And I don't know what to do to fix it. When you're in it, and you don't know why, it's a horrible feeling because you're sitting there going, what the hell just happened? Being here at the photo shoot to launch my new program, it just means so much more because of what I went through to get here. I think for a lot of people, when their body's betraying them, it turns into a spiral. You get a case of the F-its where you're just like, it's not working. I might as well have the extra drink. I might as well have the dessert. You almost go into the self-pity party. I have those moments. I am like everybody else where I will let it get me down for a minute. The thing is, I just won't stay there. I called my doctor. I was like, what is going on? Hormonal imbalance. An estimated 80% of women have hormonal imbalances. It's common. That doesn't mean it's normal. It doesn't mean it's what our bodies are supposed to do. These types of hormone imbalances are often really impacted by lifestyle.
If you're chronically stressed out, you raise your cortisol levels. And when you raise your cortisol levels, you affect both how your hormone receptors work and how many hormones you're making and the balance between those hormones. Now, if you compound that with the fact of making poor dietary choices, not getting exercise, well, you're starting out in a pretty big negative position before those hormones even start to create imbalances or fluxes in your monthly cycle.
When I looked for a solution to these problems, I just felt like there must be a puzzle piece missing. Where's the balance? There's got to be a way to fix this where I can enjoy life and improve the balance of my hormones. This is when I go into research and creation mode. I knew if I put out a program, I wanted to help as many women with it as I could. This is Belle Vital. It's designed by a woman for women of all ages and stages of life. This is your 12-week answer to the frustrating symptoms of hormone imbalance. The major puzzle pieces of Belle Vital are the nutrition, the fitness, the stress management, and the supplements. So you really have 4 components to it. And it wouldn't be complete without any one of those 4. You've got to address the nutrition. Our body is literally made up of everything we eat. That's one puzzle piece. Next is the fitness. A complete fitness program combining strength training to keep us getting toned and feeling strong and feeling like, yes, I put in work, and Pilates on the door track that mimic both the Pilates Cadillac and Reformer machines. Then there's easy to follow breath work, proven to help with stress management. I really wanted something that could be implemented instantly, and that's your breathing. And then the supplements were also a really important part. We took almost a year to create the 2 proprietary blends for blood sugar support and stress management. If you really want to improve the balance of your hormones, you got to take a comprehensive approach. And this is comprehensive in every way. You can feel better. That power is in your hands. You don't have to suffer anymore. Let's do Belle Vital together.
I'm excited. I'll just go over this slide really quick. obviously the program comes out December 10th, like she talked about. It's a 12-week program. The equipment you need is the control track because she does, like she said, it's based on the reformer, Pilates reformer. A core ball, dumbbells, strength slides. So I am very excited for this program. I think a lot of us are. Like I said, it was very buzzed about coming out of Summit, and anticipated. So I would love to do a like January 1, like New Year's coach test group with this program. So whoever wants to dive in with me, I'm doing it. I think it's just where a lot of women are at in their life that are of a certain age. And I just love that Beachbody listens and they kind of follow the trends, and I just love it. I'm excited. So I think it's going to be really groundbreaking for our businesses too. So that's exciting. So obviously that's coming down the pipeline, but it's stuff we can start thinking about now and how we want to share and promote it.
Okay. They finally announced where the Success Club trip is going to be for 2025. So they had said it was coming. They had kind of hinted at it. They had said we can't announce yet. We're like, what the heck? Well, the truth is, it's a brand new resort that's being built. So I think they had to make sure all their ducks were in a row and it was going to be ready in time before they announced. But it is at, I think it's pronounced Ava? AVA? What is it?
Ava.
Ava Resort.
And it just opened this June. So if you like go and I tried to look up like reviews for it, it's hard because it's like literally just opened in June.
Brand new. But it is freaking stunning. If you have done the Riviera Maya trip, not the Hard Rock, but the other resort, I'm having a brain fart, whatever it's called.
Unico.
Unico. This is the same company that has this one. So similar, like more adult, calmer vibes than the last one. So how to qualify. Be one of the top 455 trip point earners, partners combined across the promotion period. So instead of signing up and then each quarter having to pay, they're tracking Success Club points throughout the year, and then you'll get an invite. So there's 2 different groups. Group 1 is the top 120 point earners with a lifetime rank of 5-star and above. And then the group 2 is the top 335 point earners with a lifetime rank of 4-star and below. And then additionally, each month, they are going to pick the top 2 Success Club point earners from 5-star and above. And then the other tier below, they're going to pick 3. So there'll be 5 extra between the 2 categories each month that has the highest points that will also lock in their invite and guarantee it. So there's less spots, but it's based on your work that you're putting in your invites. And what I love about it is it's not you're signing up, you're paying a deposit, and then you're praying that you get all the points to earn the trip. It's like we're putting in the work, we're laying the groundwork now, we're freaking showing up, and we want to earn one of those spots, and then it can fully be paid for and earned. And the promotion began June 1st. So it already has started last month, even before we knew what was happening. And then it ends the end of January. So it's already going, it's already kicking off. I freaking want to be there. Like, it looks amazing, and it's a new place.
And they said every room is an oceanfront view.
Oh yes, that's right.
I'll kind of go over how trip points are earned, but like McKenna said, the old trip system was that you got an invite based on the previous year's Success Club points, basically, because it was called the Success Club trip. This year is still based on Success Club points, but now there's more ways to earn points than just Success Club. So I'm going to break it down. So you get 1 Success Club point that equals 1 trip point. Easy peasy. So anyone who earned a Success Club point in June, Victoria, I saw you on that list. You got a point for the trip. So anyone who earned points already, you are already starting to earn trips for that, or points for that trip. A qualifying success starter during the promotion period. And again, the promotion period is June through the end of January. So we have like a good 7 months. You get 10 points if you're a success starter. So very important. This is really cool. And like I said, how they kind of flipped how people earn this trip. The Success Club trips were like impossible to get any of our new coaches in if they signed up in that year because the trip was already, the invite's already done. And then you're working that whole year to pay off your trip basically in Success Club points. So now it gives a chance for new coaches who come on at any point between now and January 31st to be on the trip and earn points. So they can absolutely be there if they sign up anytime between now and then, based on what they're doing in their business. So they're gonna get 10 points for being Success Starter. And then you get bonus points for, you get 5 trip points in each calendar month, up to 40 points. If you enroll at least 2 new partners that sign up with a total solution pack in, or was it TSP? Partners with a product that awards a Success Club point. So anything that awards you a Success Club point for that partner signing up, whether it's the 90 PVHD or a total solution pack, you'll get a point, you'll get 2 points. 2 new partners. You'll get 5 bonus trip points for each of those, the 2 coaches signing up. So 2 partners signing up get you 5 points. Again, I won't go to the ties and all that, but I just put that on there. And then the dates for the trip are April 27th to May 1st. So it's a little bit later of a trip too, which is kind of nice for a lot of people. It's not around.
And that
spring-
also ties, oh, sorry, was it?
Oh, I was gonna say, it's not around spring break, which I love.
Yes. And that also ties into our Emerald Again push group that we're doing, where you're just focusing on 2 coaches at a time, those small pieces. If you're focusing on 2 coaches and they're signing up with a bundle, that's also helping you towards this trip.
Yes, and one more thing I wanted to add, there is a leaderboard you can access through the coach office. If you go under Success Club points, I think it's under qualifications, but it's on there because I've looked it up. And McKenna and I are both on the board. We're ranked in the trip people. So again, start earning those Success Club points and you'll get on the leaderboard too. So it tells you like what number you are in the queue. And remember, even if you're like, your number's like 500 something, not everyone that gets the points and gets an invite is gonna go. So just putting that.
Gonna go.
So
Heck yeah, you just made my day.
yeah.
Ooh, okay. Circling back. Okay, and then Summit next year is in Anaheim, California. So they're mixing it up. They talked about wanting it to be a more family-friendly option for people. And so it is going back to July, which is great because June is hard for some states are still in school. So July 25th through the 27th, they're keeping the shorter Summit day schedule, which we really liked. It was less overwhelming, less filler, but we got a lot of great info. Again, Anaheim, California, ticket pricing and availability. So here's the deal. There are less tickets because of the venue, but there's 6,000 tickets. I had to make sure I was reading that right. Will be sold, and then prices vary based on when you buy. So current tickets, $160, 1,000 of those. Once those are done, then the price goes back up. You still can get Success Starter and earn your free ticket. And then more info is on the website. But I don't know for sure, but I feel like even though there's less tickets, I think it's going to be a little easier to get tickets because a lot of times these coaches bring their spouse. But I feel like if it's in Disneyland, they're going to bring their kids too, and their spouse is not going to be getting a ticket and be wrangling kids. So I think we're fine. Based on Summit numbers last year, we're okay, but don't risk it. Get your ticket now, reserve your spot. I think it's going to be super fun, and the shorter Summit kind of makes it where you can still stay a little longer and have a little more fun. We can have team time. We've talked about having a couple different groups get together, one Disneyland group, and then maybe a non-Disneyland beach day or Knott's Berry Farm or something for another crew. So it's going to be really fun. You guys want to be there. So get your tickets.
I'm so excited. So excited. All right. Do you want to go to this, McKenna, or do you want me to? Okay.
I can. And do you want to do the next one?
Sure.
Okay. So I just wanted to just do a little like gut check moment because I think every once in a while we need to just pause and just kind of check ourselves with this business. So first of all, I want to ask you, are you showing up as the leader you want to be, the leader you hope to be one day? Or are you showing up as the person who wants to get to the next step but doesn't have self-belief in themselves? I think it's so important to start acting as that person you want to be now and start showing up that way and speaking to yourself that way, because that confidence and that energy out there, people are going to feed off of. Are you putting out content you personally would want to see or would relate to if you were not a partner? do you add value and add things and share things that you personally would find helpful and beneficial? Are you showing the products and the programs how they've changed your life? Are you just showing up and mixing your Energize with some music? Or are you talking about when you use it besides a workout, how you use it for a midday pick-me-up, maybe talking about if you use energy drinks in the past, how you've swapped this out, or your shakes, how you fit it in, or your products, how you feel, everything, including the business. Like, talk about how it's changed your life. If you're just showing up and going through the motions, that's not really selling and sharing your personal story where people are going to be like, wow, I want that because I can see how it's changed this person's life. If you're living the same life you were before Beachbody, but now you drink a shake, that's not really sharing how this can be life changing. We don't just sell a product, but that's what I love about this company is we really walk people through the journey about a life change. And that's what we're sharing and that's what we're selling. And so we've got to be talking about that. And then, are you in the trenches? Are you doing a program? Are you following a meal plan or nutrition plan? Are you working the business? Are you sharing when you're doing these things? Are you giving people a sneak peek as to what your life looks like if you join a challenge group, what your life looks like if you join this business? Because if people don't see it and they don't know what you have to offer, and if you're not talking about it, then when you invite them, they're going to be like, what? Like, if you're talking about it consistently and sharing all the benefits, they're going to be like, yeah, I've seen that pre-workout and I've heard you talk about it. And I think I could use that. So let's really be mindful. It's so easy to just go on autopilot and just share on our stories, but like, let's really think about, am I adding value? Am I sharing a story? Am I sharing something that people need? And is it a good like tool for my people? Because you can't attract people if you're not sharing your story and you're not sharing a compelling story. I'm not saying you have to lie, but if I were just to say, drinking my shake today, but I didn't talk about how I notice when I drink it versus I don't, how good I feel or how less good I feel. Like, if you're not sharing a compelling story, it's just a $130 shake that nobody's going to think is worth the cost unless you paint the picture and you do it again and again and again, because not everyone's seeing the same things and not everyone's always listening. So make sure you're telling your life story when it comes to these products and programs.
Yes, I love it. So how do we keep this momentum rolling post summit, post all these announcements? I loved what McKenna said about just like sharing what has changed your life. Like, yes, that's exactly what we need to be doing. And we also need to be being in the trenches of when people are following us, are we reaching out to them? I spent a whole week talking about Body Lava. I hadn't talked about it at all. My audience had no idea what the hell I was talking about if I had just said, try this new program. But all week long last week, I led in it and I talked about it and I shared about it, different things about it. I shared my challengers doing it. I shared myself doing it. And so then when I had people watching my story, I saw the people, I went in and saw who was watching my story, who maybe I haven't interacted with. And I said, hey, thanks so much for watching my story, because I talked about it so much that week. I said, hey, do you want to try the free sample of this workout? And so many people just said yes, because I had been planting those seeds all week long. But we can't just come out of nowhere and be like, trying a new workout program. Like, we have to be planting the seeds and talking about it really specifically, like a broken record. Like McKenna said, people are not seeing your stuff as much as you think. Be a broken record. That's the best thing you can do. Have you ever, like, it's funny, I'm in like a messenger pod with a couple of my like really, really close friends, and all of them have done Beachbody before and are currently doing Beachbody, some of them. And most of us were doing Lava, except this one friend, she was not sold. Guess what? Just by us talking about it, we're like, oh my God, did you do Lava today? Yeah, we did Lava. I can't believe how much that hurt and burned and da-da-da. And she had been doing her own workout thing. And then she's like, all right, guys, I'm doing Lava. Like, we were not trying to sell her on it, but just because we were talking about it and talking about it and talking about it, it got planted in her brain. I was like, okay, girl, do it with us. So just know that when we see advertisements, it's the same thing. We're seeing it over and over and over again. Like, oh, I really do want those sandals. Like when you see the advertisement come and come and come, I really do want that swimsuit. So be a broken record. That's one of my pieces of advice, like McKenna said. Another thing I'm hearing a lot from people, I know McKenna and I were talking about this a little bit. People are saying, I'm running out of people to invite. I don't know who to talk to. And I kind of want to just call BS on that just a little bit, because I think it's a limiting belief. I've been doing this for a long time, almost a decade, and I have never run out of people to talk to. There are always people. We just have to sometimes do the dirty work of going and finding them. So these are great, great ideas McKenna put on this slide about like who we can reach out to and find. I think getting in Facebook groups are huge right now. Facebook groups kind of went away for a little while, and now they're kind of back with a vengeance. And I listened to a podcast from Bob Heilig. His podcast is called Your Virtual Upline, just the other day. And his topic was about how Facebook groups are where it's at right now. Not only just running a Facebook group, a free Facebook group maybe, but also being a part of one where you can find community. Finding people in those groups is super valuable. So find a Facebook group, maybe a community group of where you live, start interacting with those people. I'll find people in those group. I have a local moms group, and I will just friend request people randomly if they look like people I would get along with, or we have things in common. And I will send them a message right away, just because, so it's not random that I friend requested them, and just say, hey, I saw you were in our moms group. I know this is a super random like friend ad, but I just love connecting with other people around our community. I hope that's okay. And usually they write back, they're like, oh yes, of course, because that's why they're in that group too, is to find community. So that's a great resource I've been finding that's been working really, really well. Instagram pages, I don't get as much success on this. One thing I do like to do on Instagram, I'm in terms of finding like interest pages of like, maybe you have a boutique you like that you can find people that you connect with there. One thing I like to do is find locations, and maybe it's like a touristy type location. Maybe I just went to San Antonio. You could search San Antonio and find people that have tagged that location. And usually it's people on vacation there, and go through and see who's tagged that location and interact with those people and say, I'm going to this destination. Any tips on where I should go or what I should see? It's just another way to interact with somebody. Or where you live, tag specific things where you live. And if someone shares something, be like, oh, what did you like about that place? Or start a conversation. Just start a conversation. And I know it can seem awkward out of the blue, but I've met some of my favorite people in my life from a random conversation. So I will never think twice about sending a random message to someone. Asking for referrals, I think, is very underutilized, you guys. When you sign up a customer, you need to literally say to them, who are your two best friends that are going to do this with you? Who's your mom and your sister that are going to do this with you? You need to bring two people along, because that's how the accountability works, and you will be more fired up and more excited to finish this thing if you have two people in your life who are doing it with you. Tell me their names. It's just that. Offer a reward or a prize. We talk about this all the time, giving a gift for a referral. But I think we don't ask for referrals enough. In fact, I know we don't ask for referrals enough. So, and it's also okay to say to people, I really base my business off of referrals. Do you have anyone that you think might want to do this too? And it would be really helpful for me and my business, but also helpful for you to get that momentum and that accountability. So those are kind of my top tips that I wanted to share. Don't be afraid to invite. Don't be afraid to build that network. Find new people to talk to, ask for referrals, and that's the end. Then that's it. Then we can be on the Success Club trip together. The end.
Get out there, let's do it.
Well, thanks guys so much. I hope that recap was helpful. And it was just so great seeing your face. I miss you guys.
Back to our normal first Monday
Yes. Oh, yes.
call
We'll be back
next month.
Okay.
Oh, Karen says we got to get a picture.
Good call. Here, I'll put it back on. Not share. Stop share. There we go. Okay. 1, 2, 3. All right. Bye, guys. Have a great week.
Bye, guys. Thank you.